I'm going to show you how to install a TRD skid plate on a 2013 Toyota Tacoma. Mine is a second gen double cab short bed, and I have a TRD skid plate right here. So before you buy your skid plate, you want to make sure you have these brackets right here. That's what provides structural integrity for the skid plate, and as well as make sure your screws aren't stripped. In my case, they look fine. Continuing with the visual inspection, just making sure it's in good conditions before I install, because once I go forward, I don't know if they'll take it back. Yeah, doesn't look the worst, but it's hard to be perfect. Well, here's a list of the things you'll need. Obviously the skid plate, it already comes with the bolts. And then you have your torque spec guide, tells you everything you need to know. You're gonna need a 17mm socket and a 12mm socket. As you can see, these are 12mm, and these top ones are 17mm for both sides. And then you will need a torque wrench to torque them down to spec. So, getting started on the installation, we're gonna have to remove this bolt right here, and then if you go straight across this one, we're gonna skip the middle one and go to the rear one, and then going straight across, same thing, skip the middle one and then go to the rear one. So I'm gonna use some knocker loose to loosen up that tiny bolt. Yeah, so be cautious with these, extremely corroded. And then just use some knocker loose to loosen it up. So now we'll move up to the ones on the rear, like I said earlier. All right, I got all 4 bolts removed, so I'm gonna go get the skid plate and start that. So I have the skid plate here. Now we just need to align those 4 bolts that we removed, get them set, as well as the rear ones, and then we can tighten it from there. So looks like we're gonna have to push this up, and then on this side, this one's tight because there's already another bolt there, so just gonna focus on these and the rear, and we'll just keep the ball rolling. When you're installing this, as you can see, there's a gap here. We want to eliminate that gap, and same on the other side. All right, let me show you what I did. So I just wanted to get them nice and snug right there, and then I'm gonna torque it next, so I'll be right back. Away we go. All right, so I already set the torque wrench to 21 foot-pounds. I have the paper right here that says 21 foot-pounds. So I'm just gonna tighten this. Yeah, you heard those clicks. All right, next it says to torque the fronts to 33 foot-pounds. So that's what we're gonna do next. There it is. So it just needed some pressure for it to tighten up, and I wasn't doing it before. So yeah, I think I'm all done. Looks pretty solid. Just double check the screwing points that they're all set. Looks good from here. It's hard to see the other one. It's almost impossible to check from here. That one looks good. Go down to this one. This one's a little bit harder to see. See if we can focus. I can see it, but it's hard with the camera angle. Just drained my transmission. Or front differential, actually. Just got to swap, so maybe I'll do a video on that. And these are all set. And I'm just gonna check the torque one more time, and then I'll give it a test drive. So I'm gonna check all of them. All right, starting with the front. Check. 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 All right, this one goes to 21 foot-pounds. Tighten the torque wrench, 21 foot-pounds. Yeah. Rookie mistake. Check. And check. All right, let's go give it a test drive. Nothing yet. I'm gonna go a couple roundabouts, go highway speed, turn on 4-wheel high, just to make sure everything runs as normal. And then if there's anything, we'll just kind of go from there. So far. Yeah, I don't hear any significant noises. I'm looking at my scan gauge, and MPG is pretty average so far. This is not my normal routine, so I'll have to compare it to that, but yeah, so far it looks pretty normal, which is why I wanted to get a aluminum skid plate in the first place. I don't see any significant difference here, so that's great if you care about that. Yeah, everything's going good, so it should be fine. Clears my hook right there, and then my other hook is also cleared. Looks like it's far away enough from the CV axle, so shouldn't have any clearance issues. I'll give you guys an update on it later if I have any issues.